Okay, let's start. So now this is week 3, assignment 3. So again we have here 10 questions and we'll try to understand all of them. So in the first question it is says, which of the following statement is correct? So before starting I would like to tell that in this week 3 it is completely focused on operators, precedence and associativity. So if you look carefully and try to understand, I'm sure you will get the meaning. So according to the first question, we have to understand and we have to point out which one of is saying the correct meaning of operator precedence and associativity. So if you look at the first option, that is the correct definition, because operator precedence determines which operator is performed first in an expression with more than one operators with different precedence. Okay, so that is about operator precedence. Whereas associativity is used with two operators of same precedence appear in the same expression. In that time associativity is applied. If you look at the other options, they all are incorrect. So if you are aware about the expression definition about precedence and associativity, you will find out the first one is the correct answer. Other all three are wrong. Now let's move to the second question. So second question says, find out the output of the following code. So in this we have some variables defined here and we have an expression here, and that expression is giving the value in the result variable and that is getting printed. So let's understand what this expression will generate, and based on that the value of result will be also generated. So let's see, first of all, the variable of A is having the value as 50, whereas B is having the value as 20, C is having the value as 6, D is having the value as 3, as mentioned in the question. In the again we have one more variable, that is result, and according to that an expression is set. So expression is A plus A into minus B divided by C percentile D plus C into D. So this is the expression. So let's see. So as you know, when you have an expression, we will first of all look for all the operators which are having highest precedence. So in this I can see the operators used are plus, multiply, divide and percentile. Okay, and this multiply, divide and percentile are having the highest precedence as compared to the plus operator. Okay, so for what we'll do, we'll now see, as we are in a situation that we have three operators of same precedence, so we'll have to check the associativity of these operators. So if you remember, the associativity of this operator is from left to right. Okay, if required I'll show you also in the middle, but it's a very simple one. So let's execute it. So left to right means, first of all we have to execute this. Whatever result we will get, based on that we will perform the next operator. So A into minus B, so value of A is 50 into minus B means minus 20. So the resultant of this one is going to be what? It's going to be 1000. Okay, I hope it's clear. So but not 1000, but it is minus 1000. Now A into minus B is solved out, we have got the answer. Now this has to be divided by C, so C is 6. Okay, so when this division is done, we'll get minus 166. Now as we have now minus 166 and the division operation is performed, we will now go for percentile operation, that is percentile D, which is percentile D means 3. Now when we will perform this operation, we have to check out the remainder section. So remainder section will be our minus 1. Okay, now as we have got minus 1 here and the complete operation of this one is solved out, so we are now left out with A, which is 50, and this has come out to be -1, and then we have plus, and then we have C into D, and C into D has higher priority, so we'll try to execute C into D, where the value of C is 6 and the value of D is 3, so that is going to be 18. So our left out value is going to be this, that is 50 minus 1 plus 18. So this will come out to be 68 minus 1, and that is equivalent to 67. So our answer is going to be 67. So you can observe we have the option 67 here. Clear, guys? Now let's move to the next question. Next question says, what is the output of the following code? Again we have the same situation. We have a variable h that is equivalent to 8, and we have an expression to solve out. So we'll write out the expression once more, that is 4 into 6 plus 3 into 4 less than h into 5, followed by we have question mark 4 colon 3. Clear, guys? So in this, if you look carefully, we have the multiplication as the highest precedence. So we'll first of all solve out all the multiplication section. So here it is 4 6 are 24, here it is 4 3 are 12, then we have less than, then h into 5, h means 8, 5s are 40, and then we have this 4 colon 3. After that, the precedence of plus operator is more, so we'll first of all add it. So it's going to be 24 plus 10 34, that is 36. So our left out expression is 36 less than 40, and then followed by 4 colon 3. Next, our less than is having higher priority, so 36 minus 40 is going to be what? True. 36 minus 40 is going to be true, and that's why we'll take the value here as 1. Now if you remember, this is the ternary operator, and if the condition is true, that will go and execute this section, that is 4. So we'll get the output as 4 here. Clear? I hope it's clear to everyone. Now let's move to the next question. The next question is again very tricky. It says the value of x is equal to 1, and then we have a if condition. In the if condition, it's written here 3 greater than 5, and then we have the or symbol here, and this side it is written here 2 not equal to 3, and the expression is closed. So if this expression is giving us true, then this will be printed out, and as we have if else ladder, all other will be skipped out. So let's try to see whether this condition is going to give us true or not. 3 greater than 5, 3 greater than 5, it's false, so false means 0. So we'll move to the next part. If this is giving us true, we can execute the printf statement, because this is the or operator here. Any one of them is true, we'll execute the printf. Okay, 2 not equal to 3, yeah, it's correct. So as it is or operator, so out of the both, the second part is correct, thereby we'll be considering that it as a true statement, true condition, and will execute this printf statement, and for that we'll get the output as IIT KGP/n, and that's why our answer is the A option. I hope it's clear to all of you. Now let's look at the next question. The next question says again the same thing, some trickier question is here, and please listen very carefully. So if, and in the bracket it's written here -10 and operator 10, and here we have or operator followed by 20 and -20. Now if you look carefully, in this case, first of all we have to execute this section. If this is not giving us true, then we will move to this section, and if these both sections are not giving us true, then we will be considering the answer as else part. Otherwise, if any one of them are giving us true, will give the condition is true as the answer. So let's see. The first section says minus 10 and 10. So as it is the AND operator, we have to check out both sections are true or not. If both sections are true, that means the condition is true. And if you remember how to check the true or false, if you have directly a value and if this value is non-zero, then this is considered as true. Okay, so this will be true, and here also we have a non-zero value, then this also is going to be true, and if both are true, then AND operator says the resultant is true. And as we have OR operator here and we have got the result here as true, it will not go to this side, it will directly consider the complete statement as true and it will print out the true section. So the answer for this question is condition is true. Okay, let's move to the next question. What is the output of the following program? Now in this, again it is trickier. In the if condition, it is written here I is equal to 0, 2, 3. Now whenever we have this situation, it means we have to execute this and we have to ignore both of them. Okay, so I is equal to 0 means ultimately 0 is set in the variable I, and the resultant answer is coming to as 0. So this if condition will consider the answer here as 0, and you all know if any condition is non-zero, then it is considered as true, and if it is 0, then it is considered as false. Okay, so in this case this is considered as false, and therefore we'll go and execute the else part. So they will get the answer as programming on C as a message, and in the next statement we have to print the value of I, and as the value of I has been assigned to 0, that's why we'll get the answer as programming on C equal to programming on C 0 as the correct answer. Now in this question I'll just explain one more point here. If it would have been written like this 0, 2, 3, in this case what will happen, instead of 0 getting assigned here, what will happen, the initial values are getting discarded and the last value will be assigned to I. In that case, the value of the complete condition will be considered as 3, and 3 is non-zero. So in that case it will become true and will print out NPTEL, and after that it will print out NPTEL 3. Okay, but as these brackets are missing here, okay, as these brackets are missing here, that's why what will happen, only I equal to 0 will be executed and 2 and 3 will be discarded out. So it's going to result as a false statement, and that's why programming on C is getting executed and the value of I is also assigned to 0. I hope you have understood both the situations. Now let's look at the next question. The next question says if value of x is kept as 0, and then we are writing a condition that if x plus plus, now you all know about this plus plus operator, if it is later on, then first of all the value will be utilized and then the x will be incremented. So when this line is getting executed, what will happen, the value will be taken as 0 here and x will be incremented to 1. Now as the value is taken here as 0, the condition becomes false, so we will go to the second else part. Okay, and here it is asking for a new condition, that is x equal to 1. So just now x has become 1, so condition will become true because here we are ending up with 1 equal to 1, which is a true condition. So what will happen, as this is true condition, it will come and execute this printf statement. So the answer for this one is false. Okay, clear guys? Now let's move to the next question. The next question says x is a variable taken here and an expression is given here, that is 10 equal to 20 and not equal to 30. Now here we have two operators. One is our equality operator and one is not equal to operator, and both of them are having same precedence. Now when the two operators are of same precedence, we have to check out their associativity, and the associativity of these two operators are left to right. So therefore, first of all, this part will be executed first, and then according to the whatever result we are getting here, it will be that result will be executing the second operation. So 10 equal to 20, this is a false statement. So false statement means it will give us 0 here. 0 not equal to 30. So if you look at this statement, 0 not equal to 30 is a true statement, yes or no? Because 0 is not equal to 30. So it will give us true statements, and as it is an integer variable, because this statement has to be executed and the value has to be stored in x, so what will happen? This true will give us the answer as 1, and in the variable x the 1 will be stored here. Okay, so here x will be having the answer as 1, and here in the next line we are trying to print x. That's why the correct answer is going to be option B, that is 1. Clear, guys? Now let's look at the next question. In the next question we have taken three variables. One is a, which is kept as 100, second one is b, it is kept as 200, and third one is c, which is kept as 300. And then we have a condition to solve out in the if condition, and that condition says c means 300 greater than b means 200 greater than a means 100. Now again we have greater than operator two times, so we have to, and both of them are same, so we have to again look for the associativity rule. So keep in mind, guys, when we have to apply associativity rule, when we have two operators of same precedence. Okay, so here we have same operator two times, so whether we have to execute this first or we have to execute this first, that is the problem. Okay, so there this associativity rule is helpful to us. Okay, so according to the associativity rule, for greater than symbol it is again left to right. So first of all we'll have to execute this section. So 300 is greater than 200, this condition is true, yes or no? So true means 1. Now 1 is greater than 100. Now 1 is greater than 100, you all know it is completely false. Okay, so the resultant of this one is completely false. Now as it is false, we'll move to the false section, and that's why option B will be considered as the correct answer. Okay, now let's move to the next question. It's the last question for this one. Here y is taken as value 10, and then we have an expression to solve out, that is z is equal to y plus, and in the bracket we have written here y equal to 10. And you all know that the bracket is having the highest precedence as per this given expression. So first of all this bracket will be executed. The value of y is taken as 10, 10 equal to 10, and you know that this is correct. So correct means as we are solving an expression, so this will lead and give us 1. So this side we have y plus 1. So value of y is 10, 10 plus 1 will give us answer as 11. So when we are trying to print z, so it will give the correct answer as 11, and so the option B is correct. Okay, so guys, go through all the options, all the explanations. If you have anything to ask, please put in the comment section. Thank you everyone.